with utility, Crims and Exist on Mirage, and it's right over to the A-bomb side we go, and unfortunately G2 has stacked B, but they're coming up Catwalk, and that's a great start. Jax, a nice little one-tap, makes it look easy. Lucky doesn't commit to the jump on top of the boxes. There's a good trade, and now boosted in towards window, an element of danger because that's SHOX waiting there over at jungle, and he spots it. Actually, Twist is going to come right back at him through the murder hole, and it's called that for a reason, but the B-bomb site has been opened up. Crims and JW find an entry. JW doesn't watch for the cross. He's a little bit late. Does he realize one's already through market? He finds it in the end. Can't complete the kill, a risky nade, and he's trying to do so much, and there's going to be one more. Finally comes out on top.
Unbelievable that Fnatic are in a position to potentially win this round, and they really should at this stage. Yes, Jax has full health, there's some Kevlar with an Orc, but there's 3 separate angles to watch out for. He's trying to pre-fire every single one of them. But all Fnatic now have to do is lay and wait. Jax doesn't have a kit or nades, he's out of there. Fnatic have done it, they've actually pulled this round off. And G2, I mean, that's really what we've been talking about. That's a round there that they just lost so many duels, so many unnecessary deaths. And they actually have Jax in Palace with an Orc, so this could get a bit sketchy for Fnatic. They're taking damage and getting some dinks, actually, from short, so this is getting out of control at this stage. Here comes Jax now from Palace. The bomb's been dropped. Molotov kill in amongst the chaos from KENNYS. And Fnatic only have Brolan and JW to try and dig them out this deep ditch that they're currently in. CT's gonna push. Beautiful play from JW. Able to cover his teammate, and he's just gone one better. This round could be going the way of Fnatic, and it will. A 2v4. Would have seen both in connector though, and the call will come out, allowing Twist to just sit there, wait, knowing the rotation would be imminent, looking to neutralize what remains of G2. They've now seen Body on the B side. They've got more than enough time to rotate. He stood on a Molotov. Has to get out of dodge, decides to actually extinguish so he could push back in again, but that's to his demise as Twist stands tall with the AK.
That was a very Fnatic round. Get an opening kill, get a player in a tricky position, and as you kind of start aggressing, you just have at least one player just waiting for rotations. Looks like Fnatic this round wants to head towards the B-bomb site. 3 players here, you imagine it would be a split, but SHOX has all the information. SHOX hears everything. SHOX is walking up. Exist is going to check, and he's not going to be able to win that fight. A very fast headshot for SHOX, and Fnatic want to chase him down. 2 players going up Catwalk, though, and actually Body is completely caught off guard. They need to find this kill, and they've got it. Brolin with the CZ. Crims now.
They read the round so well. They had 3 players over on the B side with SHOX also an underpass. So Jax now can just sit in position and wait. Oh, Twist with a lightning fast headshot. Jax is going to be devastated he didn't clutch that one.
Through window room. This is a very dangerous situation for Fnatic. I'm really curious how they're going to handle this. Jax wants to go for the peek. He's going to get it. Brolin was low already, thanks to SHOX. And Fnatic is walking right into a trap.
Oh no, they're going straight into the stack, but Twist able to jump straight out and get the kill into Lucky, who had no idea that was coming up. 0 cover of each other. Body's gonna get the kill into Exist. Bomb planted in amongst the smoke, but it's down to Body, and Twist continues to impress. A 3K, and Fnatic cruise to a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, he's on one. And it's not much of a trap if you're not watching for that play. Whoever's playing in that gut right corner smokes out, and it's going to be a dedication to the A-bomb site. We go. Oh, dear.
Easy 8th round.
You said Brolin was having...
And I can hear myself.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Well, Brolin's got a headshot, and they're actually entering into this A-bomb set. There's 1 defender left. That was Kenny, and he gets knifed. Somehow, we said Brolin had a tough start to this game. He just got 3 kills, and he knifed Kenny.
And then there's another best of 3. Body. Close range. Oop. Crims spots a pixel of his shoulder, drop down, and that's going to bait him into a false sense of security. Wasn't expecting the double stack.
Yeah, I was going to say that was actually probably the worst thing that could have happened for Crims. But actually, if Twist speeds this up, they can actually make this work before the flank from SHOX comes to fruition. And with only 1 player who came up ramp, could take a limited amount of damage from it. How long does he hold his trigger? Oh, dear. There we go. Swaps out to the AK, and the battle is on.
And it should have already finished. From his position, it's so hard to see how Brolan can do anything. In one fell swoop, the round was done. Brolan is valiantly attempting to salvage it, but it's not going to happen. 11-4 to Fnatic. Jax up close can hear the pitter-patter of footsteps on the other side of the box, but he has been close-lined by JW. KENNYS Had a bit of a quiet one. Now would be a good time to step things up. Gonna be stabbing through the smoke and slices Brolan into little pieces. And then Glock bursts. Twist to the side of the head. G2 have picked up the second pistol.
They picked up the first one as well. It's both pistols going in the way of G2 and only 5 rounds to show for it. So still a long way to go, and you have to imagine that's...
And now G2 going to exploit the lack of weaponry and utility and push straight onto B, where Twist is currently sat. And he will be laid down by Jax. JW misses his second chance. That should be the round done. Although Exist is going to at least take down Lucky and pick up a UMP for himself.
That'd actually be pretty nice if you get one more kill with that, get the bonus money from the SMG. I don't think it's going to happen. Exists beneath, doing his best res impression.
In fact, 3. They can look to boost one into window while Brolan will claim the kill onto Jax. SHOX with 1 and a second while jumping onto Exist, and that could be the round. Swept away from Fnatic after starting so well. It came crumbling down.
Yeah, it most definitely is. Crims doesn't have a kit.
Plus JW. Twist is watching it, though, from the catwalk with his AWP. 3 players stack up. Actually misses that shot, which could cost Exist his life. He's already gone in on 1. Brolan has his left-hand side covered. Exist is just a one-man army. 3 kills to his name. And SHOX is the final player to fall. 16-8, comfortable in the end for Fnatic. A little bit of long range on the site as well. Lucky's going to make a move. The spearhead of this operation on the 3-on-3 retake. And he's been successful, but Exist on Goose is going to be waiting for his chance to strike. Smoke's going to skew his vision a little bit, coming around the corner, finds himself 1, but there is the counteractive kill by Lucky, and G2 will have a 3-0 lead.
That's a really good trade on the entrance into that bomb site to get this defused by Lucky, coming up as soon as Exist peeked out.
Now Lucky's going to have to be on with this AWP. If he misses a shot, there's going to be a lot of terrorists forcing their way towards him. Goes back up for seconds, they're not pushing him. Thirds, it's pretty easy, straightforward for Lucky. Fish in the barrel springs to mind, but the Molotov is going to land by his feet. It's not going to claim his life. Lucky a matter of millimeters away.
The bomb is top mid, so they can't fully commit to a site just yet. That's an easy one for Lucky. Flames force JW back as well.
Rejuvenated G2 looking great. Jax the spray gets the second player in the smoke of Brolan.
Ooh, and he gets dinked through the corner of the wall. Not a whole lot of damage. Brolan might get lured into a false sense of security. Great flick from Kenny around the corner. Catch Kenny, and they do eventually get that. There's so much pressure being applied. SHOX is in a lot of trouble. Even Jax goes down. He's the sole defender of this bomb site.
And now they're starting to pick weapons up too. They've got an M4 and an AWP. Starting with just a couple of deagles, but SHOX, laser precision accuracy. And now SHOX that has done so much in this round, single-handedly with this M4A1S. And is going to have to go 2 better if G2 continue their winning ways. Spots the first player, position now compromised. Fnatic going to be looking to cordon off this area with Exist, peeking with the AWP. SHOX straight through, does connect, not enough to get the kill, but finally will finish off Exist. Is this going to be the round? No, Brolan does come to Fnatic's rescue. Very well played by SHOX, though.
Yeah, that really was a heroic effort. Nowhere. He just has to play for himself here, and they're blind. They're not ready for it. That is a beautiful swing. 3 kills for Brolan in mid.
Oh my, that second kill was beautiful. Flicking across to the head while spraying. Up comes KENNYS. 1 bullet will seal a deal for him. He tries his best simple impression, but it won't be working. But there is the man in question, SHOX. Finishes the half, top fragger for G2.
As I say that, they go for a B rush. Here we go, boys.
Can JW hold the line? No, but Brolan can for the time being. He has been whittled away to 14 health and will be put in his place. Twist just needs to wait at this stage. Exist and Crims are right behind him. Crims is going to try and make a beeline for the tunnels. Make this a lot more manageable. If they all pile through the same angle, it could be a bloodbath. But Crims is going to come under heavy fire from Body momentarily, and Body comes out ahead. That probably is the round going with it. G2 looking good to pick up both pistols once again. Exist. Valiant attempt, but there's just too many players to deal with. G2 moved 10-6 in the lead. For Lucky at this stage, a round that should have been a gimme. He's not entirely sure as to whether there's a Fnatic player up close to deny this bomb plant, but now they know where he is.
Send Roland in first. Low HP, let him flush out the position of Lucky.
Yes, no grenades either. There we go. Exactly what they've done, but it was a bit too early. Exist isn't in a position to strike yet from long. Now he's finally there. Needs to put that scout to good use. Lucky spins around on a swivel and turrets himself. And G2 into a round win. Beautiful clutch in the end for Lucky.
Yeah, he did such a good job of making sure he was always taking one-on-one fights. That was phenomenal work. That really digs G2 out of a tough spot.
So a 12-6 lead. Fnatic will be coming out with guns, however, and a double AWP. This does lower their utility. And in Twist's case, a lack of armor. Quick play by G2. They're not messing around. They're going to be running straight into JW. And even though he did land a shot, it's not going to be enough. The spray's not on point for Exist either. Just yielding the one kill. Two players are very low, but they got the player advantage. Well, only for a few more seconds. Because Fnatic are dropping like flies. They only have Twist and Crims left. Fnatic still have a lot of work ahead of them. KENNYS, the bomb. Wait, is the bomb not planted for him?
I think it is. I think they should be all right. Lucky. 2 quick kills, a hero once again. No, it's not actually.
The bomb's not planted for Kenny.
Yeah, he's got to swing wide and it's fine. There's, oh, just at the moment, nicely done from Kenny. But yeah, a little bit of a worrying, makes your heart skip a beat. I think everyone wants to see them complete this map. JW is going to find a pick on a KENNYS, a risky peek, but why not take the risk? The follow-up onto Lucky as well. JW just eliminates 2 players so quickly to move on to overpass.
Nice flick by JW. What a time for him to awaken. Prolan, Orc in hands, gonna get shut down by SHOX, and that's map number 2 going the exact same way, just the reverse. 16-8 this time to G2 on their choice of map.
Yeah, nothing. Him going with G2. Craziness. Here we go. Fast-paced. Crims trying to get into the action. Slow start on Dust 2. It's going to be not a slow start for Fnatic so far. Entry kill, but KENNYS responds. But then all the rest of the frags fall in the way of Fnatic, and Jax is caught in the open.
Flurry of frags will have SHOX in a 1-on-3. Trying to make a move around the back. Beautiful one-tap on Twist to kick things off with a bang. May not have a kit under his control just yet, but there's plenty of time. He was so rapid on his ascent back to the site. It seemed like the damage was irreparable to be for G2, and SHOX has found a second one. Looking for that kit, and he's picked it up. Now JW is all that stands between SHOX and a beautiful clutch, but he's just about playing the time perfectly. Just darting back in and forth and keeping SHOX caught in 2 minds, and there is JW. His Glock will sing for him, and Fnatic claim first blood.
Saw a nice round from Lucky with the AWP. Kenny had some nice shots, and he's going to get things started here. In this map, talked about it a few times in the past when we see it. Sneakily, the ops can just be dominant on this. Look at that boost. A crouch, waiting for the pop flash. Holy hell. Domination from G2. They're going to get a third, and this happened so quick. 1 minute and 25 seconds left on the clock, and Exist is the only player alive for Fnatic, now fighting in flames, and even though they're bunched up, it's not even going to complete 1 kill. He's got Jax close up to keep some space. Jax now rotating out towards long, so Kenny's playing for himself, can fall back, pop flash to get information, and the bomb on the ground is a pretty solid piece of information. That's a nice shot to follow up. Even getting the 3rd kill. Exist trying to pre-fire the angle.
Well, he is going to have a clear shot onto Exist, and that's just a free kill given away. Nothing preceding that peak, no flashes, nothing at all. Seems a bit useless.
Well, those are fights that wouldn't... Oh, what a double up from Kenny. Gets aggressive, and he finds him lined up. That's a little bit of luck going his way, but gives up his position, and Jax can get aggressive.
When he twists to land some of those entries, but KENNYS and Jax, dynamic duo in mid, both going to claim kills. And it just seems so easy for G2 at the moment.
This is a different G2 than we've seen throughout this tournament. Something's clicking all of a sudden.
Normally looks as though Fnatic is going home.
Jax in a little bit of trouble, a little bit of craziness. He's somehow going to get knifed. Brolin comes through.
Can they afford to sit around for much longer? Obviously, we can see that they can, but they're going to go ahead, blot out the sun with all these grenades. The engage is well and truly initiated. Lucky in the meanwhile, though, hasn't really been forced away with any grenades. He can tee off a couple of shots. He's not going to land as he was on Dust 2. So Fnatic have made inroads onto the site, going to get the bomb planted. And now SHOX, who's up close, may be able to deliver some shots. Now Jax has overplayed his hand. Crims read that from a mile off. SHOX in the meanwhile, though, is going to put JW down. Pretty passive position is assumed by Fnatic, but the bomb is planted on the right side of Pillar for short. Meanwhile, SHOX is going to go in with 2, and G2, even in rounds that look like have gone too far. G2 were not playing this well in those games, so who knows? KENNYS is going to miss his shot in the meanwhile, of course, as I say that, the curse of the commentator.
No, I'm just laughing. I'm loving the way it was Crims and Twist who went down those stairs, and as soon as they hear the AWP ring out, they're like, hell no. They all back away so quickly. They want nothing to do with that fight. 4 players at long. It's Twist who's alert. He wants to hold them in the staircase. SHOX is burning right into the arms of JW. Fnatic, as we've seen them do so many times across their tenure in Counter-Strike, finding a way to claw back into this game. Good shot from Crims.
All of this push off the intel of Kenny being in connector. But the bomb has not been planted, and they're starting to leak kills at this stage. Crims, though, is going to put body in his place. As they look to ascertain the bomb plant, Crims goes in for another one. 3 kills already in this round and won't be required for a 4th.
Going to be a hit. They could fake it and run down the stairs, but I don't think they have the utility to necessarily do that. This needs to be a trade. Lucky looking towards the site for one. Crims can't handle the spray. The Deagle puts him down, and JW has it all to do. His teammates have arrived, though.
JW's been naded up before he can do anything. Twist on the prowl, but he's going to be turned on very quickly. Fnatic need this 1v3 to go their way, and G2 Esports, their force buy has been a success.
He's going to walk right in. This is he prepared off angle. Here comes the peek, and Brolin just eliminates 2 so quickly. That's an alternate AK. This round is turned on its head. It's going to be difficult to retake this bomb site.
I think his body was so far ahead of the rest of his team, they're only just getting to the site now. So Fnatic have had a chance to go for these boosts, and realizing that you can't buy stilts in Counter-Strike, Body tries to get the second through the wall. There's Lucky onto Twist. Fnatic were looking like maybe they could steer this ship away from the rocks, but it seems to be capsizing all the same. Exist has to pull off this 1v3, otherwise G2 will have 10 match points. He's got the first, but he's been tagged heavily in the process, and he's out of there. He's conceding the round.
In another round, Fnatic has to do with just pistols, and you're not going to have the benefit of Brolin getting a double kill. There's Jax to step in, and a 5-on-3, a 5-on-2 as Kenny rings true.
To turn some heads, to turn some hearts back to G2. Exist and Crims, a huge mountainous task ahead of them. Has been planted. Exist going to get the drop onto SHOX, able to take him down, but there goes Jax. And it's on Exist again to pull off another 1v3 clutch.
No kit. And he's not even going to get through the smoke. Jax just sprays through. G2 come out with a whole new level in maps 2 and 3. Not many expected it.